Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and we are live with some updates on the Gabby Petito case. Brian Laundrie is still at large. We don't know where he is. We don't really have a lot of new news today, but a lot of people are going to be out there telling you that we do. But there's some stuff we can catch up on. There's been some little things along the way. And there's one story we wanted to talk about. I want to get more in depth on that. We'll focus on our main story tonight. Who are Brian Laundrie's parents? We asked that last night. We were live, and so many of you sent some more information. So we're going to scroll through a lot of this to actually break down the facts, because the reality is a lot of people keep saying that Brian Laundrie's mom is a district attorney and she's got all these hookups and that's how he got away with this. Guys, that's false, okay? That's false. There's a lot of channels and people out there who are just spreading lies and they're just getting the clicks off of nonsense, and I want to at least try to debunk as much as we can so we can focus on the right areas, and that's what we try to do here. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Who are Brian Laundrie's parents? What's the deal there? What's the truth with them? And why would they have done this? We're going to get into more detail, and I'm so excited to have my friend Vito here. What's up, Vito?
I'm doing good, but obviously I'm not happy about this case. I mean, it's been weighing on me. I want Brian to be found. I want justice to be done. And hopefully we're moving in that direction. I don't know.
Hopefully, well, we have lots to discuss today. I'm excited to have you here because you'll keep things interesting, guys.
I'll try.
Vito's a wild card, but I like to try to get more information, get all sides covered, if you will, when we go live here. All right, so hey to everybody in the chat, thanks so much for joining us. I appreciate you guys. I hope you are having a good weekend. I know, but as Vito said, yeah, I know a lot of people. Look, I see a lot of. Let's be honest. I don't hide about the obvious. There's a lot of people who are talking about this, Vito. A lot of people have suddenly just gone live, going crazy, to tons of people talking about this stuff, trying to find the story, and it's clear there's still just such an appetite for figuring this stuff out. What do you think that is, Vito? Before we even get to the story about Brian, clearly you've noticed it too, right? I mean, you go on YouTube and there's 100 channels that have suddenly popped up going live, or Gabby experts. What do you think about this?
I think some people. I mean, let's be clear. YouTubers like trends, right? They see something trending and they go, I got to get in on this. Now, you were one of the guys who, you started covering this just because you've been covering true crime and the Free Britney and everything.
I covered this before everybody else. I did an update. I remember even, thank you for pointing it out.
You were one of the first.
Yeah, I did an update because
nobody was talking about it.
I live in Tampa, and I heard the story, and I was like, what is going on here? And so then I put it out there when it wasn't big news yet. And I did like an update like, hey, everybody, FYI. And then suddenly as I did that, I saw it started doing, getting more traction than I expected it would. And then I saw everybody and I was like, oh my gosh. And then we got more clues. And I think that's why everyone got so invested in this. But it's been interesting though. Just be careful out there. I'm working on I'm going to tease it. There's one specific channel, Vito, that's really been rubbing me the wrong way in their coverage. And I just want you all to be careful. I know we're all very trying to get the information. We're all, hungry for the facts, for the truth, and to find Brian. But just be careful out there on who you're clicking on.
You don't want to start clickbaiting, and next you're going to have YouTubers going, oh, we contacted Gabby Petito's ghost. We had a seance or something.
Exactly.
People are going to try and cash in ways that, come on, you got to be reasonable. You got to look at the facts.
Exactly. So just be, anyway, whatever. Everyone, do what you want. People have the right to film and do what they want and post what they want. But I just hope we can all be a little bit more careful and more honest in our titles, everything else, because there's a lot of clickbait. And it's clickbait for me. A lot of people accuse me, Vito, of clickbaiting. There's marketing to making content, no matter what the subject is. You got to entice people to want to click. So you can be tricky. As long as
it's not even tricky. I mean,
deliver
you're doing the exact same thing anybody would do.
Well, I was going to say, deliver what's in the title in your video is, to me, the only rule of thumb. As long as you deliver what's in your title, I don't find that clickbait. But there are people who are doing flat-out lies or just completely misdirections.
Oh, yeah, when you circle some bushes and go, I found the killer. I don't know.
Stay tuned, guys. I got a video dropping tomorrow. I'm taking a break tomorrow, and I did one about anyway, I'll save it for later. But let's focus on the facts first. Let's get there, and then later in the show, we will be taking your calls. I know a lot of you guys have some big theories. We want to hear them. So lots to talk about tonight. First, I want to get into this question, though, and I'm glad to have you, Vito. As one, I know you're just getting into this. You're not as invested as maybe all of us, but you're in enough that you can give us some interesting insight. So I want to, where did it go? I want to show you guys. Did it pop up there? Okay, here we go. So here's Brian Laundrie's parents. Okay, so that's the main topic here. Sorry. Now these two individuals. Now I try not to jump to judge people, right? We got to give people the benefit of the doubt, due process, all that stuff, right, Vito? It's all very important. Judicial system, etc. However, I got a bone to pick with these two because look, they could speak up and tell us something. They could speak up and say we don't endorse that our son has disappeared. They could speak up and do a lot of stuff to help, I think, the parents of Gabby and everything else without still, even without, sending their son to jail, right? There's just a lot these two could have done better to, I think, for the public's sake and Gabby's sake and legacy of their fiance-in-law. I don't know what that's called, but you know what I mean. To be a little bit more respectful than these two did. So while I can't, and I'm not going to call them guilty or anything yet, we are going to speculate a bit here on sort of why did they do this? What is their deal? And I want to go through what their actual background is because it's time to put them more in the spotlight because, in my opinion, they have not come forward to help us, separate themselves from their son. Are you saying
they have a moral responsibility to do more than they're doing?
I would say so, and I guess I want to have that debate quickly first. I mean, it's hard. It's their son, right? It's their son who potentially they know is a murderer, potentially, right?
And that's kind of the problem is I'm sure they've talked to a lawyer, and a lawyer has told them, you can't say in the court of law. Here's the problem. Even if you have the best of intentions and you want to soothe everybody's thing and you want to say, we hope, our son comes back, whatever, any of that could be used against their son. Right. And ultimately, they're his parents. They want to make sure he gets the best possible deal he can get. I mean, even if he murdered this woman, it doesn't mean he goes to jail forever, and we don't know all the stuff. We should get the fairest sentence possible. But you don't want your prosecutor to go out there and go, even his own parents were saying what he did was horrible and bring that up as a piece of evidence. So I understand where they're at. They're like, I mean, the best thing we can do for our son, maybe it's not the best thing for the world and for Gabby Petito, but the best thing they can do legally is, to keep their mouth shut, it seems like. That's just the way it is with the court system.
Agreed. So well said. But you agree they have a moral, obligation at this point.
I think they have a moral obligation to, try to communicate with their lawyer and maybe have him talk to the cops and be like, listen, we want to. I think they should want to find their son and have him come back. I think if they can help the police somehow in some way, be like, he might have went here, we don't know. Because they shouldn't want their son to get away with this. They shouldn't want their son to flee the country. They should want him to answer for his crimes. I just don't think they can put statements on the record that could be used against him in court. And it's a complicated subject.
All right, so I know a lot of you guys have comments and questions. I forgot to pin the comment as these get so crazy with the chats and everything else. The pinned comment is the best way to get your comments and questions over, and we will ask if you send them over, we will answer them, and you'll also support our stream and our coverage. But yeah, if they really had, it's pinned now. Just want to make sure everyone knew how to do that. I forgot, and I just put on subscribers mode, which I forgot. If you guys have to subscribe now if you want to talk. But it's free. Just hit that subscribe button. It'll take a second, and then you'll be able to chat. But what I was trying to say was if they really cared about the well-being of their son, even if they didn't care about Gabby, right? Yeah. Which would be awful, but whatever. But if they cared about their son, you'd think they'd want to speak up further and tell the officers where they are because then, he can't hurt himself, right? He can't kill himself or can't do anything else. That's where things get complicated. So who are these guys, Vito? Let's break some of this down because this is, I think they're getting a lot of hate at them, but let's at least learn more. So there's a lot of these have come forward and sort of giving us info. This was the most interesting thing, just to make clear. She's not a DA. They own a juicer service. Now, when we looked up
here... So why
is
everybody calling her a TA?
I don't know. But they have active status here. I've looked it up here. This is a for-profit corporation on Wasabi Avenue, Public Place, Northport, Florida. And they are licensed to have a juicer services and
this is
parts,
what drives me nuts about the internet sleuths is everybody starts running around. They go, well, his mom's a DA, which means she got him a passport to Puerto Rico, and I'm like,
no,
And then
No, I fell
she
for it
runs a
too because I
juicer.
saw in like actual. I don't know which one it was. ABC. So like one of these real websites that is apparent news that I got to learn. You can't just trust what you read. But yeah, they're like, oh yeah, she has DA connections, and I was like, what? So I gave into it. So I wanted to make sure we were here to nip that in the bud
Andy,
right away.
she gets the oranges from Cuba, which means she has a boat,
Jesus.
which she can take. Like that's what we eventually end up getting into. People draw too many connections.
It's true.
Did you see the Dog the Bounty Hunter, by the way?
Oh, we're going to get there. I'm going to.
All right, I just
just
wanted to make
bear
sure
with
you saw
me.
this.
Someone send me the link again. Make sure that's topic 2. I did put it in there. Dog the Bounty Hunter showed up and knocked on the door. We do have footage. We will get there. But right now, let's focus on stuff we can actually give you. So yeah, they have a juicer service. So as you go and dig, and a lot of people have done this homework for us, thanks to a lot of these sites and stuff. But it's a company that sells and services commercial juicing equipment. So they're not even like, it's not like a juice store, you know? This is like a place that like sells, I guess, Jamba Juice or whatever.
Sell
the blenders.
restaurant supplies.
Yeah, or any smoothie shop, you buy it through, Juicer Services, which is Roberta Maria Vinci Laundrie. Is the mom, Christopher John Chris Laundrie is the father. And they've now become high-profile people here. So they serve these. There we go. So she is 7 years younger than Chris. They own a 10,000 square foot property in Northport, Sarasota.
Can I ask you a question real quick,
Sure,
Andy?
always.
If you're running, would you? If you're running a juice store and you knew your juicer was made by a murderer's parents,
would you still get the
replace
juice?
the juicer?
Do you replace your juice? I mean, what if they are proven to have done it? Yes.
Yeah.
I think right now
you would replace your commercial.
I think right
juicer
now,
that
safe
you
to like
purchased
not
from
feel any
murderers.
guilt. But yeah, if we really are, if it's
They
proven
took part in it.
that she took part, yeah, I would feel like every smoothie they make is complicit. Yes,
Tainted.
Absolutely. Wouldn't you guys?
You gotta rename your smoothie shop Murder Smoothies.
Murder Smoothies. I mean,
from Brian Laundrie's parents provide the juicer.
Again, just speaking more broadly, not against anybody specifically, but yes, I would probably feel guilty having their juicers. And guys, sorry.
I think I'd just keep making juice.
There's no news today. We got to laugh and we got to take things.
This
please
is
bear with us, guys. We're gonna have fun. If you don't like that, go find one of these other clickbaiters to go just read you the same news over and over again. We try to give you actually more, entertain you with more information here. Okay, so yes, are they complicit in their juicing? Potentially. But all right, so here's also what else you know, and feel free to add more commentary. That's what you're here for, Vito. They live in a single-story home on Wasabu Avenue, which is also the registered address of the juicer. So that home that we're all at, that's their place of business, which is you can find. It's public. In 1989, she gave birth to Cassandra. So how old? Quick math. How old is Cassandra there, Vito?
35.
Wow, good. All right, I'm going to trust you. Did you guess, or you're sure?
It's pretty close to my birthday year. So
okay, there you go. So she's
added,
35. So she's around Vito's age. That's his sister.
Yeah.
And we have an interview with her. We're going to play in a little bit too. In 1998, she gave birth to Brian Laundrie. So how old's Brian?
You'd make him.
That's when I graduated.
Well, yeah, about 20.
High school.
Well, what is it? So he's about 24,
18.
24, 25.
There you go. In 2009, her annual salary in the Suffolk County, New York, was $27,000. It increased to $28,000, and then 30. Here's how she got her raises, guys. Then she finally made it to 32, 34, 36, and then whopping $36,000 in 2014. Now,
so what was she doing in New York, though?
In Suffolk County, New York, she received the wage, and then in 2017. So exactly. We're going to get to that because someone thinks she worked maybe in the DA office as a secretary.
Okay.
But she was not. But judging by these salaries, she's not a DA. So she received an annual wage of 37. So she took off in 2014 and didn't make much in 2000. Chris is the president while she's the vice president of Juicer. Damn, Chris taking all the high roles. They incorporated the business in June in 2017. She registered to vote in Sarasota. She's affiliated with a Democratic Party. She's a Democrat, Vito. How dare she?
Oh, yeah, that's true. We're the good guys.
It's not even like a Trumper. Oh my gosh!
Right.
While
Don't
of
get
course,
too political
I know, I'm
here.
just kidding. While she was just still working in Suffolk County, her annual wage decreased $28,000 in 2018.
Why do we got all the information on the mom? We got nothing on
it's
the
coming.
dad?
It's coming. I'm just reading everything. We go. In 2009, her annual we're getting her salary's not that great. A lot of budgets.
Not making a lot.
Not making a lot of money.
She's not making what a DA would make. Let's put it that way. There's no way
Correct.
this woman's a DA.
So then they just get into a bunch of information about what we already know about the case. So there's some more information. So when we go to the New York Post, who are Brian Laundrie's parents? This is again now you're going to see a lot of these sites just take that information and repeat it over and over again. There was something else here I wanted to make sure I suggested. In Long Island, lived in Bayport, Long Island, where they ran another beverage vending machine business. So apparently that's what they're doing.
Let me see that aerial shot of that house. It's not a
Oh, it's like a $200,000. I think it's $200,000. They said it was worth.
Yeah,
makes about sense.
They're not exactly like a rich family or anything.
No, I mean they do okay. You can live modestly here in Florida, have a pool and a decent little house, and own it. But what's really interesting is as I've gone through all this, no, there's not one. They're off the grid themselves, taking place. Where Brian probably got a lot of this. And then Brian's father, there's Brian's father. What a creepy shot of Brian's father. Like
you get a guy on
corpse.
his worst day. He's not going to look that smiley.
So, all right. So here we have fast facts you need to know. These are sort of the best articles we had to sort of give you everything we know on these guys to expose them, if you will.
Fast facts.
So Walsh questioned whether Laundrie was really at the house. Again, this isn't really about them, but there's been doubts as to whether they were even there. When police came to question, Brian returned home where Petito also lived. Hold on. Laundrie home has become a media circus. We know this. God, some of these articles are just so shit. That's number 2. The media, their house has become a media circus. Fast fact, you must know.
Facts.
Jesus.
The media is very interested. Okay.
Laundrie's run a business, juicer services. That's we've covered that. That's really the most interesting expose we can give you.
I want to look into this. I want to talk to people who bought these juicers. What are these people like?
They run a company at their home, 10,000 square foot property. Laundrie's moved to Florida as part of their business plan for the company. I've found no proof that she's ever worked for a DA, but then why is she in the public database is what we're still trying to figure out. So we're trying to expose that live as we're going through all this. All right, so there's the statement. These fast facts, by the way, were awfulheavy.com. You suck.
Not helpful at all.
Last one we have here is New York Post, which we already read. There you go. So that's all the information we... Oh, here we go. Who is Roberta? This was the last one. I knew there was one more information. She was 22. We know about Gabby. Here we go. Roberta, her real name, Roberta Marie. They have conflicting reports as to what her actual name is. No social media presence. I've tried to look. I couldn't find it. Her younger husband, Chris Laundrie. There she is. The monster. Different. Not she didn't. Brian didn't get his chin from her. That's for sure. She works as a businesswoman. They say she was born in 1966. She's around 55, attended public school in her hometown, later graduate from private school with a bachelor's degree. Businesswoman, birthplace, Christian, white. We knew that. Married. She's 5'5", 149 pounds, and has brown hair. And then she tied night with her husband in a private ceremony years ago. However, there are absolutely no details about their wedding or venue.
All right. Well, the Juicer Services website did go offline in 2018, but I have found an archive of it.
Okay.
They did sell the Santos Miracle Juicer, the NutriFast N450, the Ruby Juicer.
DM me the link. We can look at it.
Okay. I don't think this is helpful.
Well, we're exposing them, Vito.
We're exposing their juicer business. Everyone's talking about the juicers now. All right, well, I've sent you a link if you want to take a look.
The calculated net worth of Roberta Laundrie is $1 to $5 million. What?
How's that possible? I mean, unless you didn't make fantastic.
That $200,000 house, that makes no sense.
Yeah, she was making $30,000 a year.
The juicer business, is that wealthy?
Did she just buy Apple stock and sit on it? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm calling BS on that.
The Juicer Services website went offline in 2018. They're not making money.
And then all these sites just go morph. It's all clickbait sites. They're literally not even giving us any information.
I'm going to see how much. I want to see if they have prices for these juicers.
And then there's no information as to why she has a government salary, Vito. It's still very there. So, all right, look, I wanted to give you more information. We are trying to expose them, but we don't have it. So I'm pleading to you. Somebody out there has a tip on these people. What was her job before the juicer business? Why does she have a $20,000 salaries with the government? Please, you can tip us at Popcorn Planet Team. Please email me there moving forward. popcornplanet@gmail.com. We're gathering more facts as they come in. We will present them to you. And that's what we got so far. That's all. We can't really give you too much because they're kind of mysterious still. But we can tell you she's not a DA. She's definitely not a DA.
And I don't think she's making $1.5 million selling juicers.
No.
So whatever amount of money, if they got some secret money coming from somewhere,
now I've had
they do have connections. We don't know.
2 emails here. I don't want to go live on these and reveal their email addresses. Okay, so my son is an attorney, active member of the Florida Bar. He did search of past present records, and Roberta Marie Laundrie is not now, nor has she ever been a member of the Florida Bar Association, therefore is not a district attorney or any other type of attorney. She could have possibly been a paralegal and has a source that she did work, and he has a source that said she did work for the district attorney office in Tampa in a secretarial capacity. So there you go. We did expose it. Thank you.
She's a secretary. She doesn't have the connections.
So
I don't think
there you go.
any secretary
Our
can
lead
call
here
up.
is suggesting and I looked on the Florida Bar website too to confirm it. She's not on the Florida Bar, but yes, she could have been a paralegal. She did work for district attorney office in Tampa in a secretarial capacity. And then we have a second email. I went to the American Bar. No lawyer listed for Roberta. She can't be a DA. As a DA, you must be a lawyer. There's no such lawyer's name as Roberta Laundrie. Not in New York, not in Florida, not on the American Bar Association. Debunked. She's not a DA. So let's make sure we get this out. There's nothing about the fact that she is a DA. Now, there is more. There's still more stuff, but there was more about the husband I did find, and there was another. As we're exposing the parents, I also have the sister I want to get to. So here it is. Sorry, I was making sure I'm going through a lot of clicks here, but right here we did discover their net worth, Vito, through the Denison Yacht, the East Hampton Star. That here it is. Joseph Laundrie, a relative of Chris Laundrie, north of Port, is involved with a yacht company. They have an office in San Carlos, Mexico. Could they have gotten away in a boat in Mexico? So here's the East Hampton Star. Denison Yacht's new digs. Denison Yacht Sales have announced that Montauk Yacht Club will be the site of its newest office. Joe Laundrie, a Denison yacht broker, Long Island native, will head the Montauk branch, which will specialize in selling large motor yachts and sport fishing yachts. The Montauk Club has a mega yacht, marina, yada, yada, yada. Denison also has offices in Fort Lauderdale, St. Petersburg, Naples, Palm Beach, Florida, et cetera, et cetera. So, guys, exposed once more. Now we really are starting to get something.
Brian's got a mega yacht.
He might have access to a mega yacht. I don't think this is fake at all. Like this one gives me pause.
Is Joe a brother? We're saying. What's
Yes.
the connection? Brother.
Yes, that's what this now again.
Well,
I need
head
your
to
help.
The high seas.
I need
That's
your help.
the
How?
yeah.
So someone connect us. How is Joseph connected to Chris? Does the FBI know this?
Yeah, see, it's not a brother. It says it's a relative. Is this an uncle?
Could be a cousin. Could be a nephew. All I know is they have a laundry member family, Dirty Laundry. Yo. We need that yacht. That
see,
mega
I don't
yacht.
know. Is he just assuming they're a relative? I mean, he might have just connected the last names. I don't want to throw this guy under the yacht until I know that they're connected.
Go do some homework there. You're new to this. That's what you're here for.
Joseph
The goal here is to show you what we got. Again, correct. Seeming relative. How many laundries are there over there in Florida? You don't think you don't think there's some? I think we need an ancestry kit to verify it. While Vito looks at that.
Well, there's another Joseph Laundrie who's a police officer, and now they're saying he's hiding with him. That's the problem. Is there might be multiple Joseph Laundries. I don't know if they own a yacht club.
Well,
but if they're is that close? The two locations.
I want to be clear because Vito's right. Look, we're not confirming today. I want to expose them. I want to expose them and get more information because we need to. There's too much going under. These guys have been too silent. They waited too long. So we need if we're all going to be detectives, let's stop worrying about the backpack and the photo in the woods. No.
Tattoo.
Focus
Tattoo
on the
hand.
parents. Where did the parents go? Who do they know? We need to get more of that information because this is actually more important information. I know some of it seems like we're kidding a little bit, but no, we got to give you all we have. And then I need you guys to help. We're all reaching out to figure out, is there a connection here? Because I don't know, man. Sure, you're right. It doesn't mean they're totally connected. It doesn't mean this is his brother or anything. But a Joseph Laundrie.
Well, I just want to be clear that we can't confirm this information. We're looking at tweets, and always take everything with a grain of salt until it's confirmed by hopefully people who have, deeper sources than maybe we have access to.
Can you confirm they are related? Please DM me.
Yeah, let us know if you have them.
I will follow up, and if we get a response while we're live, we will let you know.
So are the parents' whereabouts currently unknown?
Okay, so here, and then Maximilian, who's been fantastic. Maximilian, thank you. Maximilian, you're a member now. I think you deserve mod status if you want it. Drop me a text in there. We need more mods today anyway. And I've been impressed with everything.
It's Roberta Laundrie, the mother, right?
Roberta Laundrie is the mother. In 2020, she was an office staff in Suffolk County.
How is she office staff in New York if she's living in Florida?
Maximilian, where did you find that? Can you send me the link?
Yeah.
Send me the mail.
Because she's been living in Florida since at least, as long as they've been selling juicers, 2016, it looks like.
Yeah. So thank you for that, Maximilian. Send it over, and I will look further. So real quick, we're also going to go through the 911 tape. Here's another big crazy head scratcher that a lot of people are trying to figure out. Are the witness and the 911 caller the same person? That's the big debate that I've been having since I got a lot of your emails and evidence. We're going to go through that at some point today. We're also going to show Dog the Bounty Hunter showing up, and then we're going to take some calls and go with other updates throughout the day. But right now, thank you to those who've subscribed, joined, etc. But we had a couple questions come in. I want to make sure if you guys send over your comments, I will pause to read them, and we will answer your questions. Crystal Fennell asks, how long did she work as a DA secretary? That's what we need to figure out. The email source I'm getting says she worked in Tampa. I've written back. I'm waiting to get more intel if they can actually confirm that for us. But that's something we need to find out. So I don't know the length yet, but I see Vito's cat really making an appearance.
Yeah, Scraps the Crime Cat is here real quick. She's really excited about this case as well.
Yeah, I like
Although I wish she would maybe just lie down and let me... Let me stream.
Kathy, thank you, Kathy. I heard she has connections with the DA office. I'm so glad you guys are touching on this. Exactly. She's not, but a lot of people are like, she's a DA. She's a DA. Kathy, she's not. Kathy also said John Walsh has a lot of inside information. Looks like he was right on the money when he called him dirty laundry. We've all been doing that, but John's a clever guy. He got on it too, and he's right. I hope you guys can expose it all. That's the goal here with all your help. So thank you guys for tuning in as we break all this down. Okay, so again, quick recap for those of you who are quick joining. We need to figure out who Joseph Laundrie is. This is a relative. He is involved with super yachts. As weird as this is, that gives me pause because that's one damn good way to get out of the country fast without needing any sort of ID or something.
I mean, honestly, access to a boat is the best possible thing that could happen to Brian Laundrie because really it's the only way. I think if he tries to go over the border to either Mexico or Canada, someone's going to find him, bring him screaming and clawing back in. If you can get on a boat, I mean, the only problem with a boat is having enough fuel to get anywhere that matters, or even knowing how to get anywhere that matters. But who knows? Maybe he could figure it out. There are countries that do not have extradition treaties with the United States that you can escape to and live free of the law. So who knows? Maybe you could make it happen.
Trying
to look up the what countries you could possibly escape to, because I do believe Cuba does extradite now, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Okay. And I see some people are still sending emails while we're live. I will do my best to try and get through them. If Steph is still watching, I see you on message. If you're able to peruse those while you're watching, send it over. Are you going to talk about the bullet holes at the crime scene? Sure, we'll get there. I just got that over. Okay, guys, making sure. We also have an update on the Facebook page. It's fake. That's spoiler alert. Okay, so as for the rest of the family, there's not much more on Brian's dad. I've really tried to look more on Chris Laundrie, and they sell commercial juicing equipment. Registers Roberta as the registered agent of the company. New York registry lists Christopher as the CEO of the company. They've run it out of their home. They moved to Florida in 2017 as part of their plan. and that's where we got. They the couple both worked at Publix supermarket, Brian and Gabby, prior to the road trip. Publix, very nice supermarket. They're very political though, so some people don't like them for that. But taking the politics aside, expensive but very nice chain, similar to Ralph's out there by you, Vito.
Ralph's isn't nice.
Yeah, I mean it depends which one you go to. I guess,
I guess.
Gelson's more. It's like a Gelson's. Would you call that nicer?
What about Sprouts? I like Sprouts.
Sprouts is more healthy. Ralph's you
Yeah.
can get name brands, you know.
Yeah,
So it's not like Whole
a
Foods.
bunch of garbage.
But it's nicer than
Pavilions, isn't that the one?
no,
That's
Pavilions
good?
isn't nice. No, you clearly don't
Well,
go to the
Ralph's
grocery
isn't
store.
nice either.
The one by me in Encino when I lived there was pretty nice.
All right. Well, you lived in a
Nicer
nice
than a lot of the
neighborhood.
other ones.
Let's put it that way.
That's all we got on them so far. So I ask and implore all of you at home to help us expose as much as possible research. That's the goal, Kathy. That's what we're starting tonight. We're going to keep this going. Thank you, Kathy, for your support. But that's the goal here, to put out the word on what we need to look into, which is exposing Brian Laundrie's parents. There's more to them than meets the eye, and it's important that you guys know, not a DA. I'm trying to get more intel on how she's involved, but the source says she did work at one point in the office as a paralegal secretary, not a lawyer, in a DA's office. Now, Vito, that's the weird thing. If you worked at the DA's office, right? Hear me out.
Yeah.
Your boss is a DA. Do you think you're like calling your boss and be like, yo, my son might have murdered somebody. Can you hook me up with the fake ID, some cash, and a way to get out of here? I think it's kind of a BS.
I mean, you're really going to have to extrapolate it out. So, well, she was having an affair with the DA for many years, and they like, no, your boss is not going to help your murderer son at the drop of a hat escape the country. It just isn't going to put his whole life at risk. I don't care how good a secretary you were. I don't care how hot that coffee was when you brought it to him.
Yeah,
he's
guys,
not doing
it's like,
it.
even if she was working in that office as a paralegal, exactly, Vito's right, sadly, unless there was some hanky-panky or they're related or something, I can't imagine her boss is going to put his whole
He didn't
license
even pay her
and
more
everything
than
on the line.
$30,000 a year.
Yeah.
He's not getting her a fake passport. Gee whiz.
Yeah, it feels like a big ask if you're a paralegal.
But I will say this whole boat thing, I mean, that's the big. If he has access to a boat, that's big. That is big.
And if
people are saying that Cuba does not extradite.
right,
Cuba,
it's very easy to get to
Florida,
Cuba from Florida.
You can
So
get
easy.
to Cuba in
Drive
like,
down
what,
to Key
2
West.
hours?
Get down to Key
I
West, take a boat
Yeah.
from Miami, take a boat from Miami down, you're gone. So it is legit. So I again, final word here as we go to the next topic. Again, who's Joseph Laundrie? That's what I want to figure out. Is Joseph Laundrie related? How? What do they really have connections to yachts? And let's also just nip in the bud. Did what's her name? Roberta. Did she really work for this DA as a secretary? Does that debunk this theory that she's a DA with all these access? Because I think it kind of does, guys. So there you go. So moving on to the next topic, which a lot of people are talking about today, because let's not be honest, we have no other news, and this media circus is getting insane. Like, it's gotten to the point now where Dog the Bounty Hunter is showing up to knock on the door.
Get him, dog.
Like,
Get
what
'em.
the hell is this? Like, what the
What did he
fuck
think was
is
going to
this?
happen?
Come on.
Brian shows up in his pajamas.
Oh,
He
dog.
goes, what do you
I was
want?
hiding, but I'm not going to do it for you.
I'm not going to hide from the dog, the big dog. This is
Oh my
publicity
God.
for this guy.
So sleazy.
This is such
Is
obvious,
Dog even really a bounty
PR.
hunter anymore?
I think he's still a bounty hunter, but I won't say what it is that got him kicked off of everything, but he's not a beloved man like he used to be. Who's this guy he's talking to? The neighbor? Yeah, big dog, you got the neighbor. Good work. You really nailed
He's like,
it.
oh, I'm gonna. Dog, the bounty hunter's here. The neighbor's like, is the neighbor really just always out there waiting?
This is his moment, man. He's like, people keep coming by talking to me. It's the most famous he's been in his whole life. His dog's
Hold on, they're
getting in
talking.
on it.
Now here it is.
Last time I seen them was before they went on their trip. Yeah. They were in the driveway. They were working on that van.
I mean,
What
yeah,
helpful
what did you
information are you going to
think
get
this
from
was
the
gonna
neighbor who's
be?
already talked to every cop and every media outlet in the world? Oh, he's knocking again! He's going back!
This is insane.
He's doubling up his efforts.
Look at the dog pound right there, Vito. This is a dog
lit-
pound. Bum,
This
bum,
man
bum, bum,
leaves
bum, bum,
no
bum.
stone unturned, Andy. He'll knock twice on your door.
I mean, could you or I just show up and say, yep, we're looking for him? So we can knock. Is
I
this
think
like
you have to get licensed. Well, I don't think we could bounty hunt. I think you have to get some sort of license for that. But
Oh my God!
yeah,
he's
we
still
can go
going,
knock on the
dude.
dog's memoir.
You better
when
pick-
I knocked
you
the
better
third
pick up.
time, Brian knew he had nowhere to run. The
I'm
third
sorry.
knock is what
I'm
always
laughing
brings
at this
him
guy.
down.
This is a joke. This is publicity. This means nothing.
He's literally standing there like you think something's gonna happen. Like
Why-
someone's gonna come
Look
out
at
of
that
the house.
hair. He got it all combed and ready for his
Why the
close-up.
fourth time? Dog, they're not coming, buddy. You got the shot. Oh, he's giving up. He's giving up.
Nope. Was
Poor
he trying to get a
dog.
photo?
Poor dog.
Can you tell us why you're here, sir?
Well, really, come on, you know. I love our guys. Thank you.
Do you have any tips?
I'm trying to get some.
You have any
Well,
tips?
no,
Yeah,
trying
just
to
show up
get
at the
some.
door and knock on.
Oh my
That's
God!
That's
First
my
of all,
strategy.
this first guy.
We can't talk right now. I'm sorry.
Can't
Can't
talk right
talk.
now.
He's
He's on
serious
the case.
business.
He's on the
Looks
case.
like, dude, he looks like Jack Sparrow.
Andy, you
going
know
on
a
with
man's
his
taking
hair?
a case seriously when
Did
he
you know he has
knocks
all
not
those
once.
highlights?
We can't talk right
Yeah, he's
now.
got the little beads in his hair and everything. Oh, come on! If you could grow beautiful golden locks like
you have any
that,
tips?
Andy, tell me you wouldn't let it grow all the way out.
Do you got any tips? Extended clip. Well, there
Andy,
you go.
this guy goes hard. He knocks not once, not twice, not three, but 4 times.
Was it 4 guys? 4
That's how you know this
times.
guy is a seasoned bounty hunter.
He's a serious knocker, is what he is.
He knows what he's doing.
Digital Dandy Rules. Thank you for everything you do. Prayers for Gabby and family. Prayers, amen. Prayers, and that's why. And thank you for the support for real, Dandy. It means a lot to keep our channel fueling.
Yeah, thank you to everybody who's donating. It lets us keep doing these streams, keep it alive, keep talking about the new updates.
But
So, thank you to
thank you for
everybody.
supporting because we don't do this like the news outlets with salaries. No, we do this because we're independent
No, we are
journalism.
not highly paid news.
We are trying to keep the
unfortunately.
lights on and keep the report going for you as often as possible. So I appreciate when you guys drop something in the tip jar. It means the world. The pin link is up there to support us. But look, this is thank you for bringing it back to the reality because I want to be very serious on the topic of Gabby, but respecting her for a moment, putting that to the side. Dog, you are not respecting her right now. This is a joke. This is total publicity for you. And I'm sorry, I'm going to bust on you a lot because I find this ridiculous. So many people coming out of the woodwork who I haven't seen in a long time. And I'm talking John Walsh.
I haven't seen
Nancy
John
Grace,
Walsh in a while.
John Walsh, Nancy
I gotta
Grace.
say.
Dog, they're all like, oh, strap a Gabby. Who's
This
Gabby?
is my
Whoa, we're the
chance to get
experts now.
back in
We're
the-
back, baby. In the
Yeah.
It's crazy to see.
John Stossel is going to be
They're all-
unlocking their vault.
I mean,
and,
right? All these people who used to be, all died, and then true crime is out there, but the Datelines and everything sort of beat them to it. The podcast. There's so many other.
They're
better
all
outlets.
coming back.
And now
it is
they're
a little
literally-
disgusting.
The
that they
Nancy
go,
Graces, the John Walshes, they're all now like getting their 10 minutes of fame again because like. They're all in there. So I mean, I give John Walsh a bit more credit just because look, he did lose a son. He's America's Most Wanted. He's tracked a lot of people down for real. I feel like
He always took it seriously.
Yeah,
I
do
like
respect
John
him more.
Walsh, But
the Nancy Grace, I'm not a huge. I mean, she is what she is.
Nancy Grace just
She's a
she
personality.
has the same shtick every time, and sometimes she's even gone too far, and innocent people she's gotten in trouble. I don't know. What does Chris Hansen have to say about all this? That's where we're at right now.
Yeah. But look, the reality is, we're all trying to update. I mean, someone said, "Oh, well, yeah, but you're doing this on your computer." But the difference between me and Dog is I do this every week. Like it's my job to do this every week on the news and the stories, right? And we move from topic to topic. Like to me, in this case, it's just like a lot of them are trying to get involved in something that they clearly weren't hired to be a part of, or it's a little silly to me. If when I don't fault John Walsh, he's putting himself out there, and good for him. John Walsh does America's Wanted. That's his job. Okay, fine, great. You know what I mean? But Dog the Bounty Hunter starts showing up. It feels like we're on Celebrity Apprentice, and it's just like, come on.
If you guys are going to take
start
us more seriously,
interviewing
if I
Kato
go
Kalin
knock,
and stuff, you know what I mean?
yeah. If you want us to go knock on his door 4 times for no reason, and then you'll take us seriously, okay. Buy me a plane ticket. I'll go knock on the door where nobody is, and everybody knows this. Dog knows this.
But he can't talk about us, so there we go.
Again, I gotta go. I got a hot tip.
What was this? Someone said a super yacht. mysteriously docked. I don't know what that is, but if it's for
Great
real,
Britain,
yeah, what is
Nova
that?
Scotia, owned by Lord Michael Ashcroft. How is that helpful?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did he-
But
did he
again,
hook up
it's
with
just an
that
echo
guy?
of we're doing the same thing type of comments. I mean, sure, I guess one could make the argument, but my all is this is a place for us to just be live, share information, debunk what we can debunk, and talk about it. We're not on ABC News or trying to be in the press like Dog the Bounty Hunter to make press releases and make a whole stunt out of it. Is what to me the difference is. So it does bug me seeing Dog.
I'm
the
not
Bounty
saying
Hunter.
Dog should do his job. He could be out there bounty hunting.
Yeah, but it's not like who do you think? You think the Petito family hired Dog the Bounty Hunter?
No.
Right.
I think this is him going out there. He wants to be, seen visibly. He knows the media's in front of the house.
He's a fake bounty hunter,
24/7.
dude. It's a fake reality
Yeah.
show. Sorry, guys, to burst your bubble. Storage Wars. It's fake. I was really sad that day I found that out, Vito, because I loved that show. But
Is
yeah,
Storage Wars 100%
Storage
fake,
Wars.
though?
I know a guy who works on it. Absolutely fake. It's all fake.
I think some of the
It's all fake.
lots. I think the lots are negotiated ahead
No.
of time, and then the bidding is fake.
No, they totally put shit in those lockers.
They put fake stuff in the lockers.
Yes.
I was on
Sorry.
one of those court shows. and,
Allegedly,
that,
I don't wanna
that
be
was
too-
fake. I had to play a defendant in one of those court shows. And I never got to see it. It aired like one time on some late night network.
What's crazy about all those
When
reality?
COVID-19 hit, canceled trips sent
that you or me?
vacationers scrambling. Now, people
Not
are
me.
once again hitting the
Why-
roads and
where did that
returning to
come
the
from?
sky.
Oh my god! I was like, where the hell's happening?
I don't know why they always run unrelated videos when
so
you try
annoying.
to read it.
They're
Who
all trying to make a
watches
buck
that?
on the clicks.
Yeah,
Shelby,
bizarre.
thank you for becoming a member, and Crystal, thank you for becoming a member here on our channel where we do talk about. Look, we're going to cover this news because the reality is there's still 65. If I did a different story today, no one would be clicking in. This is the story everyone wants to talk about, so I'm going to talk about it as long as the audience wants to talk about it. But I'm not going to go do a stunt out in the house like Dog the Bounty Hunters, where that was the difference I was trying to make. But Shelby and Crystal, thank you for becoming members and supporting our stream. I hope you'll stick around and watch other coverage too, because we are going to, I'm annoyed. The Britney Spears video I just dropped, I did a lot of homework on it this morning. I dropped it, and none of you were watching it. Come on, guys. That is a heartbreaking. If you talk about a mystery and just stuff going on, and you can still help. I implore you after this stream or at some point, go to my channel, find the Britney video I just loaded, and then go watch Controlling Britney Spears, the new documentary on Hulu. Oh my God, I watched it last night. I was crying. It is brutal. It is a brutal smoking gun. Witnesses finally stepping forward to expose what they did to that poor woman. We've been covering that in depth. We'll be live Wednesday talking more. Hope you'll join us Wednesday as we break all that down. But yeah, we cover a lot of stories like this, and I hope you'll stick around. Thank you, Shelby and Crystal. And then we had a couple comments. Maximilian, who's next? Steven Seagal joining the search? I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. Someone said Chris Hansen. I mean, yeah.
Somebody
at this
said
point-
the Duck Dynasty guys should get in on it, and
Ugh.
I was like, yep. That sounds.
But
Let's
honestly,
get
I
them-
wouldn't be
Let's get
surprised.
the Pawn Stars guys hunting them down.
Would not be surprised. Yeah,
Look, I know
Honey
Dog's a
Boo
bounty
Boo's in
hunter,
there.
but
He's not a real
he's got-
bounty hunter, guys. Everyone's like, he's doing his job. No, guys. His job is scripted reality show crap. You think he's like bounty hunting on his off days, like really doing that when the cameras aren't there?
well, now he is because he doesn't have a TV
I guess
show
well,
anymore.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't think he's doing it. I bet
Look,
he's going
I'm
to
not going to
conventions.
say he's not actually out there bounty hunting, but I also think, he's not doing a good job of it. I guess what, you drive by the house, knock on the door a couple times. It seems useless. Go pound the pavement, Doug.
But someone said
which
Brittany.
hopefully he's
someone just
doing.
said Brittany's not a murder case. Iron Wolf. It's bad.
It's almost as bad.
It's emotional abuse at the highest level and corruption in our government that is hurting and harming and potentially murdered countless elderly and people who had no ability to save themselves. It is in a way. So don't be ignorant on that. It totally is. But yeah, look, no disrespect to Dog the Bounty Hunter. He's an entertaining celebrity.
Everybody in the
but
chat
that's what he
loves
is.
dogs.
Look,
so
I know.
I'm sorry
They're
for coming down
turning
on
on
the
me.
man.
Yeah, dude, I liked Celebrity Apprentice too. I loved when Gary Busey was fighting with Meatloaf. I mean, that was fun. Come on, I'm a reality junkie, but I don't know. This feels a little bit more serious than Dog the Bounty Hunter showing up. Is all I wanted
It
to
feels
say.
like he's a little late to the party.
That
let's put it
too.
that way.
It's like, where were
Yeah.
you weeks ago, dude? If you're the good bounty hunter, shouldn't you have been on there when the police weren't? Right? Oh no, you're doing it now.
When
because
did
it's for
they
clicks.
announce that there is there a bounty? I'm being told there's a $120,000 bounty. Is that correct?
Well, there was a $20,000 bounty. Did they up it? Now, dog only gets up if it's 100 over 100,000.
he
That'd be
needs the
interesting.
big-
Look, Google
needs
that
the
actually.
big
That'd be
money.
funny to understand. That's maybe what made him do it. Eric, what's
see
up, Eric?
there's,
Thank you, Eric. Brand names happen to be covered in those storage units, too coincidentally in all lockers. Same tape too. Exactly. Sorry, guys, not to burst your bubble. Reality TV, not always real.
Yeah,
Storage
there's a
Wars isn't.
$20,000 bounty.
That one I knew about.
120.
That one I did know about. I didn't know. So we have an email. Brian's mom was a secretary for DA in New York before they moved to Florida. I think they still have a house in New York. Thank you, Deb, for that email. Deb, if you're watching, you have it. Do we have any proof of that? I want to get an actual timeline of this because I'd love to know how.
Do you want a statement from Dog the Bounty Hunter why he's doing this?
Oh, you found it? Sure.
Yeah.
If
Dog
you DM
the
it to me, I
Bounty
can have it
Hunter,
open while you're reading it.
His team. You want me to send you the link?
Yeah, just DM me links as you're looking. That way we can all look at it
right.
together while you read it.
Here, I'm sending it to you right now.
Okay, got it.
This
See,
is
interactive TV. Vito,
from
look at that.
Newsweek.
Oh, I can't log in.
Can't log into to Twitter?
Newsweek's making me buy Newsweek to read this article.
Well,
all right. Well, you have it
should
open.
Get ad blockers. I mean, it's a quick statement. He says Chapman's team, which is Dog the Bounty Hunter's real name, is Dwayne Chapman, says Dog and Francie have experienced extreme loss themselves. Their hearts go out to Gabby's family for what they're going through, and they want to help bring justice for her death.
Ugh.
Well, it's all about justice then. He's not in it for the money. It's about justice.
I don't know if I buy that. Do you buy that,
About
Vito?
justice. I don't buy it. I don't buy. I think,
Guys, really,
I think,
look. You can like Dog the Bounty Hunter. I'm not judging you, but he's doing this for attention, right?
Yeah, where are you guys getting this reward? Because the only reward I'm seeing is the 20,000 offered.
Oh, there's a
up by
GoFundMe. There's a GoFundMe. That's what they're talking about.
Okay.
Who fronted that?
GoFundMe.
That's just everybody. So people, who's
Can you
who's
put out bounties on GoFundMe?
Yeah, who's? I mean, who gets to
Who
decide?
gets the money and where? Or is it just going to the money? But
God, there's so many GoFundMe scams. It's not even. I'm not saying this is, but
well, I didn't know you could use GoFundMe to raise money for a bounty. What does that even mean?
I mean, so Garrett. Stupid! I did not even mean to do that, but
Help Us Find Gabby is just what they're going to give that money to.
Yeah, I don't know. That's where does the money go?
I don't think that's
with the
not
family's
a bounty.
permission. Okay, I started this GoFundMe to raise funds in the AIDS of Gabby, but then where organizer?
Yeah,
I don't
who
know.
does the money go to?
This stuff makes me worried.
We will use these funds to cover the general expenses. Go to the updates real quick. Legal fees, transportation, right there. That's what they're supposedly using the money for. That's not a bounty, though. They're not just giving it to the guy who finds Brian. Yeah, I'm not. The only bounty we're seeing is 20,000.
Yeah, I only see one GoFundMe for that. And it's not a bounty.
If somebody wants to give us the title or who's giving the bounty or what, but two
This
other
should
internet
also be
influencers, supposedly 50,000 each. You guys got to give us a name. You can't just give us a number.
This also makes me. I hope this is connected in that because there should be. You can also have it connected to the real person, which would make me feel better. But I hope GoFundMe is on top of that, and that's not something sketchy.
All right. Well, we're not going to talk about the bounty if nobody can give us the name of who's putting it out.
Someone
there.
should find
you
me.
can't just keep posting it.
Yeah, you can. And again, email me. I'll check my email if it's there. Steph's helping with emails, which is right up in this corner. Boom. Or you can DM me on Twitter. Is where I'm checking right now most easily. And you say, do me follow me there. Twitter, Instagram, best way to sort of keep in touch in between. Kathy says maybe it just touches on them. Let's just remember it's all for Gabby. Facts. If we can connect with different demographic viewers, it should be positive. Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's what I'm wondering. But where's Dog even streaming it? Because it's like, Vito, at least we're streaming to 5,000 people, getting the word out and debunking a few things. As useless as some will call us, we're doing something here. What did Dog do? Dog's just knocking on doors and he thinks knocking on the family's door is going to help?
It seems, I don't know. Maybe it's just he's got to go through maybe he has a system. He's got to cover every base. But you think he would know. There's nobody in that house, man. There hasn't been anybody in that house for days. I don't know what else he's doing. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe Dog will find him. I wish you the best of luck, Dog.
Yeah. Okay, man, keep it going. Whatever you got to do. So
I just feel like the government has more resources to usually get a bounty hunter to hunt down low-level scumbag drug dealers who are off the grid.
Someone is saying
when it's a national manhunt.
Ryan Upchurch, a country musician, and someone else matched it. I guess is for the next rewards. There's a few rewards out. Look up Ryan Upchurch. Thank you for the email, Jim.
Ryan.
And also, we just. Oh, I'm
RYAN?
going to read this on there just because I don't care. So the evil glitch Vito just unsubbed to me. Oh, damn it, evil glitch. I don't know how to move on. You have no idea what you're talking about. Dog is a real bounty hunter and has already found fugitives that the FBI could not.
Okay, but
he put ass on the line and went to Mexico to grab Andy Luster, the multimillionaire from the Max Factor Cosmetics. And the reward is up to 170 now. You might want to know what you're talking about before you trying to inform others. Thank you so much, evil glitch. He's still a reality star as well, and we're all allowed to have our own opinions. I go like a dog you want, but please unsubscribe. It's okay.
We
You
don't
have to
need
like each
the
other.
hate. Look,
you would just jump onto
we're giving
hate,
our opinions.
and we give our opinions. And I don't even know if any of that's true. That dog did that. I need to know more information.
I just
was
sent
this
you
on a
link
reality
with
show
this-
when he did it? I just don't. You're trying to stunt me on air, but I'm just not as. I bet you if I did some homework, we could dispute some of the things you sent over yourself. But thanks for
I just
watching.
sent you a link with screenshots from. What is this? Facebook, Twitter? I don't even know.
Okay.
So
Go on
Ryan Upchurch, you bring that up. You got the.
Who
I
is
just sent
this
it to your
guy?
Twitter.
He has $150,000. This guy.
No, he has 50. He says I got
Oh,
50
okay.
for whoever reports the tip that reads to Brian Laundrie, and then if you go
Hold on.
forward
Where
one
was
more,
it?
you got Sean Whalen who says I'll match the 50. So I don't know if they're being serious. I would hope so if they're verified and they're saying that. Sean W. Whalen. I'm gonna look up this gentleman. Sean Whalen, the real wife, Wizard of Oz. So this is some sort of a CEO. Let me see here.
Okay, this is the
Oh,
image.
who
Sorry, I
is
have it
this
now.
guy?
Got 50 forever reports tips that found direct. I mean, yeah. Okay, sure. Where's everyone's like, no, it's 170. No, it's this, it's that. Where are you seeing all these totals? Oh, stop. I keep putting the wrong button. I don't see these totals anywhere. So,
But you
I'm
see the
sure,
50,000.
no doubt there's others, and I'm glad. There's people doing it. But I saw that law firm do it. But either way, I'm sure several people have come forward now and off more. A lot of people are offering this money that for their own press reasons. They are. But at the same time, if it helps and encourages people to do it, I'm all for it. If they can afford it, you can do it.
Well, it seems 50K from these two individuals and then the 20K from that lawyer. So you could be getting yourself 120K if you find these guys or this guy.
Yeah.
Let's go take a look at those yachts, Andy. Can you drive down there later?
Yeah. I want to try and find the yachts. But apparently everyone's cool with Dog the Bounty Hunter just going and doing it. So good. All right. Well, guys, that's what the difference of opinions are. It's nice to have different opinions. But good for Bounty. Dog the Bounty Hunter is going to do that. Vito, can we rewind and do this? Let's do it for everybody who's hating on me about Dog the Bounty. Ready? Vito, let's do what every other report's going to do.
Okay.
Guys, Dog the Bounty Hunter is doing the God's work here, and he's just went and knocked on the house of the Laundries.
I'm so excited, Andy.
He is going to
I'm so
find
excited.
Brian. He showed up today, and
Guys,
I'm telling
but
you,
maybe a
I'm
bit
so
wider.
proud of
That's
dogs. So proud of the dog showing up, and look at this hard work he's doing. I mean, we got to applaud this man. He's not
the
knocking
entire
once.
efforts of the FBI and the local state government and everything is useless once Dog the Bounty Hunter takes the reins.
Did you know, Vito, that Dog, he was able to solve crimes that the FBI couldn't? Did you know this? He's a real bounty hunter.
Yeah.
He's put his ass on the line, Vito. He's went to Mexico to
He's
grab
gonna
Andrew
put
Luster, the
Brian
multimillionaire
Laundrie
from the
yeah.
Max Factor Cosmetics Company. And he's going to solve this case, I have no doubt. Now that
He's
Dog
gonna
the
put him
Bounty
in the
Hunter is on
doghouse.
Look at this, dogs. His instincts are to go to the neighbor and ask questions. Who's telling him that they're
That's
not
something
home?
only a seasoned bounty hunter would think of. I would have
This is
never
the
thought
type of
this.
stuff that is going to solve the mystery.
Yeah. And you know he's got his bounty hunter instincts because he actually goes back to the door and he knocks again. So that's the kind of
You
training
spoiled it, Vito.
that
But
Whoa.
look at this man. He's
Yeah.
he's not even checking. He's posing for the photos because he knows
Your
that's going to get
average
some
law
attention.
enforcement officer
That dog's
does not
here.
have the instincts.
Hold on,
Mr.
guys.
Dog.
Thanks for that information because Dog knows the job's not done. When Dog shows up, he's got to pound that door a few more times. And he doesn't give
Now
one of
he's
those
in
little
trouble.
pounds. He's
Now
like,
he's in trouble. When you hear the dog knocking, you come running,
Look at this.
or you start running.
I mean, This is the type of stuff we need more of. I hope everybody starts knocking on that door like Dog did, because we need to just constantly hope that they'll finally, relent and come forward, because now Dog's on
I
the
heard
case.
he's got Chum Lee in the van looking up leads.
Absolutely. This is gonna happen. I can't believe it.
So anyone who would insult this great man, one of the greatest.
This is a real knock. Look
law
at him.
enforcement
Look at him
agents of all
dog
time.
pounding this house. The Laundries are sweating, Vito, now and look at this man.
As he walks towards me, I'm
this
scared.
delicious
I'm scared.
man.
It's
Look
like
at him.
He's walking towards me.
He's still got it. It's like he's Mickey Rourke from The Wrestler meets Jack Sparrow.
If you saw a dog walking your way,
You would
hands up,
quiver
you're
in your
done.
boots that this man. It's like Whiplash from Iron Man 2 is on the case.
Why are you looking for them?
See, Brian Laundrie right now is on his phone, and he goes, "Oh my God, dog's on the
Brian
case."
Laundrie's like, I have to get home immediately before Dog
Do you have any tips?
bites me.
The dog's coming.
And he doesn't
for me.
give tips. He doesn't even have a driver there. Did you notice that?
I wouldn't be
He had an
surprised,
automatic
Andy.
car, I'm sure. He's that
If
impressive.
If Brian turned himself in today, and they went, "Well, why did you decide to give up?" And he said, "Once I heard dog was on the case, I knew my days were numbered."
You know what,
I would
Vito?
not be
Honestly, I
surprised.
got to say it's a no from me, Dog. Sorry to the unsubscribers, but yeah, this is not helping. I guess that's what they
Brian,
wanted to see. That's what
keep
they wanted to
running,
see,
because
Vito.
the dog's on your heels.
Where is he even broadcasting this? Thank you to those who appreciated our rant. Because, again, this is for Gabby. You know what else? I saw someone else in the comments to the right. All these rewards that people are putting up, give it to the damn family. The hell? If you got information on Brian, just give it. What, we got to get paid $100,000 to get information to Gabby? It's a Dog the bounty hunter's inspired to get off his ass to find her? This shit offends me.
Look, man, we're not ripping on people who want to help. It's just, I don't know, man. When it's Dog the bounty hunter, I would say if you can help out, just help the police. Give them whatever tips you can find. Okay, showing up and knocking on the guy's door. Am I going to go knock on Brian Laundrie's house and call up the cops and go, "Yeah, he's not home"? It's not helpful. Doesn't help anyone. All right.
Well,
Dog
I
wants to
appreciate
help out.
some
That's
people are
great.
appreciating us calling Dog out because it's not very helpful. So thank you, Dina, who
No.
just became a member to help and support us. Because look, that's what we do here. And Michelle also just became members. Because look, we're gonna keep it honest here. If you don't like our take, there's 100 other channels who are popping up and will tell you what you want to hear, and just keep telling you the information over. We're gonna be realistic here. We're going to keep telling you information because a lot of you want it. We're a pop culture and news channel, and this has become all over everywhere. It's everything. It's a social media, what's the word? Mystery, true crime that we're all on the edge of our seats for. And I've gotten very invested in this. I want to find out what's happening and where Brian is. But I'm not going to sit here and gush over Dog the bounty hunter getting off his ass and knocking on the door 8 times. Dude, step up and I'll give you an applause, Dog. Until then, get the hell out of the cameras and do some real work here.
I mean, let's put it this way. If it was like just a video on Twitter, it would be fine. But the fact that every news station is reporting on it, like this is big news. Some of this is towards the news stations as well. It's not a big deal when Dog the Bounty Hunter shows up. It's becoming a spectacle. Let's not make this into a celebrity,
Yeah, and to be clear,
experience.
I do think John Walsh is better. I haven't knocked on John Walsh. I just haven't heard from him in forever. Nobody's heard from him in a while, so it's not. Look, but I respect John. Look, to be serious, because I know we're just some of us are getting pissed, but the guy's lighten up. But John Walsh is legit.
Did you see this? Julia from Austria says, "I've never heard of Dog the Bounty Hunter. I thought a dog called Bounty, some special police dog, was on the hunt."
He does have a badass
like,
name.
no,
He's Dog
unfortunately,
the Bounty Hunter.
He's a real man.
But to get serious for a moment, like John Walsh is legit for me because look, he lost his own son too. Like that show has done a lot of good. And sure, some of you can love Dog the Bounty Hunter and the work he's done in his show too. But I'll be honest, I'm not as familiar on the show. I haven't watched it, but I know he's a reality show personality. And it just feels like it's not the time right now for him to step out to do
You never
this. That's
watched,
my 2
what,
cents.
America's Most
We can agree to
Wanted?
disagree. But I have watched America's Most Wanted. I think that one's done a lot
Yeah.
more. So there you go. Whoever's going to come out there and keep spreading the word, I say let's try and do it. It is what it is. But let's connect through some of these and we'll move on to another topic because people, I guess, we're polarizing our audience. I had no idea that Dog the Bounty Hunter was such a popular figure. But it is what it is.
Especially after why he got kicked off the air, which I won't even bring up.
Now you have to bring it up.
You
Can
know
say-
why?
I don't.
Oh, he said some certain words about a certain racial group. And let's leave it at that.
Oh, damn. Well, I'm looking up. I actually did. Oh, yeah, dude, there's a lot of talk about dirty laundry on Dog the Bounty
Yeah.
Hunter. Yeah, but I'm not
I
here
mean-
to I don't know enough about it. I didn't even resort to that. But, okay.
Internal investigation confirmed racist and homophobic contents. Or comments. Sorry.
All right. Well, you guys hate me and go defend him some more. Cool. All right, whatever. Good luck, guys. But I'm the jerk. I'm the insensitive jerk, Vito. Oh, my God.
And he wins
For
that
not
more,
bowing
bro.
down to Dog the Bounty Hunter. Jesus Christ. Good riddance to all those people who checked out.
Good
actually. I
riddance
like
to
when
bad
we
dogs.
filter out the crazies. Maximilian, I sent you a message on Twitter. The link was from one of your links you showed earlier. Okay, I'll go there in 1 second. Lady P, thank you. Allison, who is watering the plant on the Dog the Bounty Hunter clip? Was it
I think the neighbors. I think he's talking about the neighbor.
Yeah, I think he's just he's not watering. He's walking his dog. Was there someone else we missed that's watering a plant? I'll always go back and see.
Everyone's
something I
saying
missed.
dog is better than us. Okay. Not everybody. Actually, I think we got a halfway split.
I mean, dog is definitely better than us. You see that hair? I'm never going to deny it.
Yeah.
I never said I was better than dog. That is just ridiculous.
I love the way he carelessly tosses around racial slurs.
Okay.
Oh, God.
We just
I never
heard about
understood
the
that. You
lawyer
get a
that
reality
put out a
show. and you go,
$20,000 bounty for Brian.
All right, hold on.
However, 2 more people just came forward,
Thank you,
offering
Steph.
$50,000 each. The total amount is now $120,000 for
Okay.
information that directly leads to Brian.
That's what I linked you to. You didn't even look at it.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
was
how
trying
they
to look
got
up the
120.
guys. Sean Whalen's like some sort of CEO, and people are saying that Ryan guy's like a musician.
Yeah, dude, good for them. Again, I think that money should go to the family. That's just my 2 cents. The fact that these people need to be money. Don't you agree? These people need to be motivated by money to solve this crime. I don't know. It seems kind of weird because look, it's not even like they're like doing a lot of research. It's like you kind of have to just happen upon an accident that like, oh wait, I saw that guy, and then you get paid $120,000. There are actually people who are doing really good work in this case that deserve to be paid more for the time that they're devoting to it. Right? The family deserves more money. It's just, I never understood that.
I think bounties
I did a
are
good
always-
deed. I get $120,000 because I happen to see the right bald guy. Seems a little weird, guys. Do
Bounties
you hear me
seem
on that?
to be to incentivize. Well, not only to get people out there who might not get
Yeah,
out
like the
there. and,
Mandalorian,
I don't
he
have
doesn't
the
go do
time.
it without a bounty. I get it.
Yeah, but also it's in case there's people who are close to them who might know where they are who go, oh, I'd never give up my boy Brian. And then you hear there's $120,000 and you go, Brian's dead to me. You know?
Right. I guess what you're saying.
It's more to incentivize. It's usually a bounty is to incentivize, if you're in like a community where it's like, you can't snitch, whatever else. It's like, yeah, but if you snitch, you're going to have a roof over your head for the next 10 years. or
Okay,
whatever.
that's why we talk things out because I can change my mind. I'm big enough to admit you're right. There may be some family member or something who then changes because like, well, I could use that money for my son's college or whatever it
Yeah.
is. Still, it's pretty shady of them. They should have done it for what was right. Dina and Michelle, thank you again for becoming members. Again, guys, for those of you who hate me, great. Bye. Do what we got to do. We can try to keep it real and keep our opinions here. It's not always going to agree, but those of you who appreciate what Vito and I are doing, you can hit the join button. It really does help us out, and we will cover other things eventually. We cover what you guys tell us to cover, and this week is still all about this case, and I want to solve this case and find out where this monster Brian is. But when there's a slow day and you guys are still wanting this is what happens. We're going to rag
And
on
if you
Dog
guys
the
want
Bounty Hunter.
a guy in a suit who goes, Gabby Petito is still missing for the 3rd day, and
just
Dog
repeat the
Bounty
same
Hunter
thing.
you can get
over and
that
over again.
anywhere.
Yeah, I don't want to
You
just
really
sit here and
can.
repeat the same thing over and
Yeah.
over again. When there's something new and interesting to go through, we're going to go do it. So keep sending over your tips. We're going to go through them in a second. Dog is as fake as his extensions. That's not me. That was Lake Hit. Let's keep it real.
That's from the comments.
It's from
That's
the
not
comments.
us.
So it's not just
Yeah.
us, Vito. Janice also became a member. Well, thank you, Janice, for joining and supporting the fact. I guess we're I'm going to polarize everybody. If they're against Dog, they're going to support us. If they aren't, they're going to leave. Alexandra, the redo was hilarious, but I do like Dog. I think it can't hurt that much. He's looking no matter the intention. There might be certain people that might be more willing to talk to him than an FBI agent. All right, Alexandra, I can hear that. It's true. Some people might be starstruck and go, oh my God, Dog the Bounty Hunter. And clearly our chat has opened my eyes to how many people are into Dog the Bounty Hunter.
But again,
Vito.
I think you had a good point of like, you're not going to help find a murderer unless dog comes running up to you? Come on. I don't know.
I appreciate your support, Alexander. And I'm glad we made you laugh. Isn't that kind of nice? Once in a while, we can laugh through this tragedy. We have to try and find some ways to make ourselves smile, not at Gabby's expense, but at Dog's expense.
Yeah, we're not being insensitive towards Gabby
of course.
at all.
Little bit. Thank you for becoming a member as well. Really, really appreciate all those memberships that are coming in. Kathy Gonzalez just has been very supportive tonight. Thank you, Kathy. We will open the phone lines at some point, so if you want to fight us about Dog the Bounty Hunter, stay tuned if you make it that far. And then Allison, just to catch me up, last one I just got. Not anyone in the video. I just mean anyone who is staying on top of the watering of his plants because they look amazing. Oh, I see what she's saying. My God, they've been keeping their plants. I mean, that's kind of Florida too. Florida is very, we have good greenery. We do have a lot of greenery around us because it rains a lot. Steph is texting me. I like Dog the Bounty Hunter too. I'm sorry. Oh,
Look, you didn't like him as a guy.
Sorry, everybody.
Expect us to fall on our hands and knees. Thank God, Dog's here to crack this one open. I don't think he's going to get it done.
I think Dog can handle our criticism, Vito.
Let's put it this way: if Dog cracks the case and brings Brian in, you can lord this video over me for the rest of my life.
I'll eat it. It is kind of amazing, Vito. I can see we've lost like 1,000 views since we started ragging on Dog the Bounty Hunter. I had no idea how popular it was.
But I think the people
who
huge
stayed, drop. But I'm so grateful for the
ones
who stayed because you're the real viewers. You guys are amazing.
You're the real viewers.
No, I think some sort of glitch happened. It went down to 1,000 at one point because YouTube just sucks. Literally, like that, it went from 5 something to 1,008. But now they're back in. So welcome back, everybody. All right. Anyway, this is a weird system they have. Crafty Bitch sent a super chat. Thank you, Crafty Bitch. And I'm sorry to Steph and everybody else. You're allowed to like Dog, but you didn't need to. See, a little bit. I like it, but that was wrong. He doesn't need to go knock on the door 10 times while the press is there. It's not going to help.
And they don't need to write news articles about it. Every media place in the world. Why do we need to know Dog's on the case? It's not helpful.
Well, judging by my chat, it is.
Report on that.
Judging by my chat, it is. But let's move on. Dog. We've given Dog enough publicity. That's really what he did it for. And we gave him enough. All right, so I want to. Have you heard about from the one thing I'm also really looking for as we pivot to another topic. I don't know if Steph's still paying attention. Did we chapter these? If you are, new chapter. Who are Brian Laundrie's friends, family, anybody? Who's out there that can actually tell us more about this man? And there's a friend I've been putting off this clip, and I want to play it at some point. Remind me, Vito, Steph. Because I have so much that's coming in and chat. I want to go watch Rose, Gabby's friend, talk about Brian. But we also have this. Some of this is old news, I know, but there's no new news today. There was Dog, and we just did a whole 30-minute bit about Dog. So I'm moving on from Dog. But I want to recap some other sort of stories as we now wait and trying to reevaluate, maybe look at things in a new lens. Here's Brian Laundrie's sister.
I haven't been able to talk to him. I wish I could talk to him.
Laundrie says she's told police everything she knows about her brother, Brian Laundrie, and his fiancée, Gabby Petito, and their cross-country road trip.
I've cooperated every way that I can. I wish I had information or I would give more. This is all I have is I gave to the police.
Petito's father says he isn't sure Cassie Laundrie is being fully transparent, given the fact that her parents and her brother haven't said one word to police.
I mean, do you blame the sister? I mean, it doesn't mean the sister knows anything. If I murdered someone and went and told my parents, my sister's not going to know.
Yeah, and she's 10 years older than him, so she's probably got her whole other life.
She's got kids and stuff. I think it's unfair to throw the sister has at least come forward and spoken to us. I take that as a huge step. So I respect, obviously, Gabby's father here, and he's very emotional and invested in this in ways none of us will ever understand, but he doesn't agree.
Hoping that the pleas and the begging and the community and the, entire damn planet knock some sense into her, but she's like, I gotta speak.
Police in Northport, Florida, where the Suffolk County natives had been living with Laundrie's parents, are continuing to put pressure on the Laundrie family today by doing more media appearances.
Not to sneeze on me. Oh, sorry, you guys couldn't see the shot.
Neither does Brian Laundrie, who is in
Right? Isn't this shot too close? Doesn't it feel like he's about to
sneeze? Today
he's got no headroom.
Media appearances, but the family doesn't seem to be budging. Neither does Brian Laundrie, who is in a known location to investigators in
I just want to hear the
Florida.
sister.
Police say they're still processing whatever they found in over his upper body. Petito was determined to be the primary aggressor. Cassie Laundrie says in her mind, none of that matters.
Me and my family want Gabby to be found safe. She's like a sister, and my children love her. and all I want is for her to come home safe and sound.
That's heartbreaking.
And this to be just a big misunderstanding.
Very heartbreaking watching it now. But yeah, I don't blame. I personally don't blame the
sister.
The sister, yeah. I don't blame the sister.
You can't. How could you? And I mean, I understand the father is grieving and he wants everybody to, everything, but I think she has to emotionally distance herself. I mean, you'd go crazy if you tried to get involved with this sort of thing. If my sister killed somebody, I'd be like, hey, that sucks. But I didn't do it, and I don't want to be a part of it. It's too much. My God.
So, all right, thank you to Samantha, who finally got your message, Samantha. I don't know I hate TikTok. I don't know how to use it, even though I'm on it. But yeah, I've seen this clip. I can't confirm that this clip is real. But here, what did I just do? I don't even know how TikTok works.
Oh, is that the I saw that
I can't confirm that this is the real thing that was messaged. I've seen a lot of people talk about it, but that's it. So I
saw a news story that said it's fake.
Well, I want to debunk something else. So thank you you don't have to keep spamming us in the chat. I got your TikTok. There it is. We've discussed it. It doesn't prove anything. So that's the thing, guys. We can't just see it on TikTok or in a tweet or something and just say it's real, which I see too many people sort of jumping on and doing. We can discuss it together, but I get a lot of messages from people who are like, This is it. I'm like, no, guys, take a pause. Let's look
we
at
had
it.
Everybody tell us the mom was a DA.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you got to pause and figure that out. So I do want to debunk another one quick before I keep putting it off. I couldn't find the page again. Well, I did find the page again because Brian Laundrie's Facebook page, it's now gone. The reason it's gone because it was a fake. That weird shot of the guy walking through the woods with the cross. Yeah. It's an old video from 2008. So there it is. It's a 4K walking at night in some forest. No pranks, not scary.
But hold on, Andy. I heard that Brian Laundrie drew scary pictures on Instagram.
Yeah, that's another thing. People are very.
We keep going down these rabbit holes.
I could never do this. Yeah. Can you imagine being a guy who's like, I'm going to go hike in the middle of the night for an hour in the darkness with a phone and a camera? What if your light broke and shit? This is weird.
Yeah, that could
not
be pretty
scary.
spooky.
My God.
What if there's a wild animal out there?
I mean, I would love to do this and then make it scary and then not tell anybody, and then like the 32-minute mark, like, rah! Just, yeah, really crazy video.
You'd get me.
But there you go. You can find anything on YouTube. There are 4.6 million people for ASMR. Steph, are you watching? You should be hiking in the wilderness while you whisper. You'll do huge. Well, there you go. So we've debunked that. So I need the debunked soundbite at some point. Debunked. The Facebook is not real. So the sister, we have the friend, and then the other main topic I had today before we go to calls and everything else, unless something else breaks while we're live. Let me close that. Sorry, there's a lot open here. Maximilian, let me get your links. Brian Laundrie. So,
Brian,
number 7.
Big Boy Laundrie.
So he found out number 7. Didn't we read that?
People are asking where Steph's at. Isn't it the middle of the night for Steph? She's got to sleep.
Yeah, Steph just was sleeping. She's been up late. So she's in the chat a little bit, but she couldn't get all up and do another stream. We'll have her back soon, though, so stay tuned.
How many hours is she off from us? Like a ton, right?
It's a lot, yeah. An unnamed source who used to work with Brian Laundrie told the New York Post that he had once boasted to colleagues he was able to survive on next to nothing for weeks on end when camping in the wild. In conversation about hiking, Brian talked about the longest time that he spent in the woods was 6 weeks and bragged about only having a large pack of either cheese or peanut butter crackers to sustain him for that time, the source told the New York Post. So there you go. It makes sense that he would be...
The man's a survivor.
He'd be out there for a while.
Yeah.
Well-versed in Survivor. Which makes me want to watch Survivor again. I haven't watched the new episode yet. I don't want to register.
I haven't watched Survivor in forever. You're a big Survivor guy?
I am a big Survivor. I like my reality shows. Dog the Bounty Hunter just wasn't my show. But, hey, to each their own.
Maybe they'll get The Bachelor to go after this guy next.
Will you agree with us, guys? If The Bachelor knocks on their door,
then will you be upset?
Then they'll. I don't know. No, which Bachelor, Vito? It depends.
Oh, it depends which Bachelor.
It depends. All right, so there we go. Thank you for that, Maximilian. I think I did read, so I got what you sent. Chanel said, thanks for the laughs. You're welcome. Thank you. Someone notices what we're trying to do here. My God.
Gotta keep
it's like
things
people
light.
are upset that we're criticizing a bounty hunter that is named Dog. Kathy Gonzalez, it's all okay. Everyone just needs to calm down. We need to focus on the issue of this case, exposing the dirty laundries and thinking justice for Gabby. Thank you, Kathy, for keeping it sane in the comments and with all the support tonight. I really appreciate you. CC just said, Anderson Cooper of CNN just announced that, why do you keep making this Biden joke? Biden has been apprehended in Bungalow, Florida. Okay.
Wow.
I think that's
Classic.
clickbait, and I think that's fake news. But, okay. Thank you, CC, for the support.
Good joke.
There we go. All right, so I wanted to go through. I have a lot of stuff here. Hold on, wait. This partner with me. Vito, someone asked, I saw, do you think he's a murderer? Brian, your thoughts?
Well, the question is whether there was intent. I honestly think he did not mean to kill her. It was probably, he struck her and he didn't realize how hard he was going, which I guess is still murder. So I'm going to say, I don't think he meant to kill her, but obviously it went too far and he's got to deal with the repercussions of that. Does that make sense? What I just
Justin
said? Or am I
Skinner,
crazy?
can Justin Skinner, before we block Justin Skinner, why are you talking about this as a movie channel? No, it's actually not. If you go look at the header, I've been talking about news for like 2-3 years, dude. Why are you here just spreading lies? Yeah, I talk movies too sometimes. I love movies, but it's called Popcorn Planet. I've been covering Britney Spears for all summer. That's a case that's more than movies. Is Britney Spears about movies, Vito? No. But covering the Johnny Depp case, is that all about movies? No. I've been doing coverage of all sorts of news stories. Gina Carano's fire. That's a TV show. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, dude.
Like, don't you have a million other?
I have interests. I can pivot and talk about whatever the hell I want. It's my channel. Yeah. God, I'm so sick of these people who just think they're getting me. You're not embarrassing me. You sound like you are the clown who's like wasting your energy and your life.
You know what you got to do though?
Go away.
Yeah, you just got to go, who cares? You can't win
them
all.
But I like to call them out because it's like they don't win. They're not winning. They're muted and can never speak again. And good job. You got me. Good luck in your life. Go outside, dude. Get a real life.
Thanks for your comment.
I just subscribed and I can't wait for you to get my comment. You guys are cool. Thanks, Kelly. We're trying, man. We
try our best.
The reality is, Vito, I knew there wasn't a lot of news. I'm glad Vito could try because I just didn't want to sit here by myself and have to fawn over Dog the Bounty Hunter. I don't want to fake my interest with you guys. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you don't like it, that's okay, right, Vito? How come we can't disagree on things anymore?
People are very polarized, and people think they know too much about every situation. Sometimes you got to accept you don't know everything.
Yeah. Should I rag on that other channel now, or should I save it?
I mean, it depends what you got, what else you got.
No, I'm getting too testy. Let's pivot to another.
All right.
I've already pived too many people off. I'll save I'll piss them off tomorrow instead. I already taped a video calling out this channel. Well, politely. I just want to make sure channels are being honest out there. And Steph is monitoring the email. So when Steph gets, thank you.
People are wondering if emails are going through. So
okay, thank you.
We are looking at your emails as we can.
Jesus Christ! All right, hold on. Let's see this. Thank you, Steph.
But I do want to ask you this because there's a good chance.
Hold on. How do I share link, copy? How do I copy this?
I don't know, sir.
How do I copy it? Is this going to work here?
Is it a link?
This is wild. Jesus. Okay, here we go.
Oh, no.
Here, John Walsh.
There's a good chance at some point Brian Laundrie may be watching TV in the diner that he might be in or at the gas station or wherever he might be. If you had a chance to say something to Brian Laundrie, what would you tell him?
What do you think he's going to say there, Vito?
I mean, to be fair, I would think what he should say is turn yourself in. You got nowhere to run. But apparently that's not what he said.
Okay, here it is.
I would say turn yourself in. Do two things, Brian. Turn yourself in, but you won't. You're a coward. Thanks. Now you're facing the death penalty. You brutalized this girl. You're a real big guy. You're a 90-pound woman. You brutalized her, broke everybody's heart. So either turn yourself in before the cops shoot it out and kill you when they catch you, and spare this family the torture, or kill yourself. Do the right thing, Brian. In your whole life, you've never done anything brave. You're just a coward. So go out there in the woods somewhere, but at least so we know where your body is, so the dirty laundry mom and dad can bury you somewhere, because I know what it's like not to have a body to bury. All I got they found of Adam's remains was his severed head. So turn yourself, kill yourself somewhere and spare this family from a horrible trial. Ashley, you know how horrible the trials are. Parents sit in the courtroom and they show pictures of your children in the, partially decomposed, out in the desert. They're torture, and the families want to be there. So, Brian, the right thing for you to do is go somewhere and off yourself and save everybody a lot of trouble. And when they catch you, don't forget, buddy, you made a huge mistake. Wyoming's a death penalty state. I told your lawyer, bring him in. He won't have to face the death penalty. He can make a deal. This guy's giving the parents the bad advice the whole way through, because when they catch him, he's either going to get killed by the cops when they take him because he's a coward. I say kill yourself now and save people lots of money. And they ought to take whatever assets the Laundrie family has, and whatever that lawyer has, because I'm going to push, he's aiding and abetting. He knows everything about this case. It's way past lawyer private client
That's
privilege.
not necessarily true.
And take his assets and put it back into the funds to look for. He's not net swamp, Ashley. Everybody in America knows that. He's not net
Very
swamp.
frustrating to see all that work and all that money. But John, it's great the work you're doing.
She's like, okay, well, I got to cut this. Look, unlike Dog, he's at least, he's saying it like it is, Vito. What do you think of John Walsh's extreme take there? Off yourself.
Well, I don't know. Is that what would you want to have happen? Because I don't know. Would you want just your child's killer kills himself and that's the end of it? Or would you want him to, have to face a jury and, come to terms with what he did and not take the coward's way out? I don't know if that's what you would want in that situation. So, that obviously John Walsh, that's what he would have wanted. I just don't know if that's what the family necessarily would want. Regardless, though, he's very much speculating about the family, aiding and abetting and whatever else. If it comes out that yes, they did that, sure, they should be punished. But the sins of the son do not pass to the father. If they didn't have any involvement with any of this, I don't know about going after their whole estate or whatever it is. I don't know. John Walsh obviously has dealt with more tragedy than I'll ever deal with in my life.
Facts.
So yeah, I don't know if it comes from a place of. It comes from a place of he's a man who has suffered, and maybe he has more perspective than I do on something like that.
Yeah, I think I don't think he's right about the lawyer being able to answer. We talked about that with Christopher Melcher, attorney. When we do serious stories here, we do it seriously. And I asked Christopher, attorney, what's the privilege there? And unless there's a future crime, lawyer's not obligated to do anything. You can't take the lawyer's assets. Every person has a right to be defended, even if they're guilty. And sometimes the lawyer does find out if they're guilty, but that's the point of everyone's right to defend themselves. Because you may try and still fight for a lesser penalty, even if you're guilty, because there's a lot to it, right? It's complicated. So no, a lawyer is not on the hook to get sued and take their assets because they're aiding and abetting. No. Now,
not to mention, even if your client comes to you and they says, "I'm guilty 100% of the crime, I did it," they can lie.
Correct.
You can never truly know, and you as a lawyer have to
the
go,
lawyer's not allowed to actually talk about it. It's the attorney-client privilege, which is sacred, and that's
right.
It's for all of our rights, guys. So he I'm sure he knows, and the reality though is he can't say anything. Now, Christopher did say off there when we were talking, the only thing a lawyer can speak about is if it's a future murder. If they can prevent a future. I'm going to go kill somebody next.
Yeah.
Or if he's in danger, then he is allowed to then say, look, my client, you're supposed to try and talk them out. But if you're afraid of your own safety, you can report your client for potentially for future crime.
Right. If you're worried something's going to happen.
Minority Report style. Right. But you cannot, a lawyer is not on the hook. So it's interesting. It's frustrating because John Walsh is kind of right. And as a dad who's lost his son, I listen to him and I respect him more. And he's right. Like the trial's going to be brutal if they find him, or there's going to be some sort of shootout or something potentially. Who knows? If he's not already dead, that's the other big question. The reason we may not have found him is because he's gotten eaten by alligators. For who knows? But John's not wrong in that if, as a parent, the easiest out would be for him to just be dead, have his body be found, and we get to move, hopefully slowly move on from this case because there's no more mystery. There's going to be why. That question is always going to be there. But even if they get him, even if they find Brian, you're never going to know the why. Brian's not going to suddenly get arrested and then he'll take it. He'll always lie about it till his death. So I don't know. I do think John's probably right in that the best thing for the parents, from John's perspective, who's lost a son like this, is to just off yourself. So it's kind of crazy to hear that advice
that you're
on
getting all these
television.
tips, that you're getting all these.
It's like, yeah, my advice is to go off yourself, kid.
Nah, just go die.
Go do it somewhere we'll find you. Go do it. I mean,
advice
I can't,
necessarily. But
I can't deny him though. I'm not going to knock on him like I did Dog. I think John. Well, I respect John, and because he's been through with his own kid, like I understand why he's a talking head, and he's very aggressive and doesn't hide his thoughts on it. So he's a really good talking head on all this. So I see why a lot of people are clinging to his words here. But yeah, that's some wild advice. What do you guys think? Do you agree with John Walsh? Do we all agree on that?
It's also possible Brian might already be dead. It is possible.
Especially here in Florida, the gators are a real deal. It's a real thing, and I would not be surprised if he was alligator food.
Yikes!
If he was hiding somewhere, I don't know how you hide in all these woods here, swamps, without worrying about that. They're here. I see them often. Like they run from us. Like they don't. It's like, but still, I don't get it. It's kind of crazy. So, real quick to make sure I caught up on some of these CMH. Thank you. It makes me feel better if you support us and our rant on Dog the Bounty Hunter. And you guys are still becoming members. It means the world because it means that we're not crazy. There's some people that support this type of reaction. So thank you, CMH, for joining us. And then Kanita, welcome back, Kanita. Right, where are Brian's friends? If he doesn't have friends, that is a huge clue. Antisocial behavior is a sign of narcissistic personality disorder, which means no one can stand to be around him. We do have the girlfriend we can play. Have you guys all watched that? It's kind of old news, but I can go back and play. Gabby's friend, female friend, best friend, did a very telling interview. So I'll cue that up and we can play that. Ashley Amber. Thank you, Ashley, for the support. It means the world. And then Gene Rick. So good to see you, Gene Rick. I heard there are snakes and panthers also. I haven't seen panthers by me, but snakes, yes. And there are 4 or 5 poisonous snake breeds here in Florida, too. So, yeah, it's not... you can't just go run
why
around
do you
the woods
live
easily.
there? It's horrifying.
And there's a lot of bonuses, man. I got to say. A lot of people...
Aren't there a bunch of spiders or no?
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. We got big spiders. I was just hiking. I went bird watching one morning with my kids. On a bird watching trip, and yeah, we saw more spiders than we saw birds. It was great, like big ones.
Oh my god!
Juan, what's up, Juancho? Thank you also for Juancho for good work. We're discussing Gabby tonight as well. All right, cool. Check out the Ravens flock. Glad to see you. I'd love to see your insight on it, Juancho, my buddy here in Tampa. Good to hear from you. Thank you for the support as always. And then Jasmine also sent it through the Cash App. Thank you guys again. Whoever you're watching, even if it's one of the people I'm making fun of on their YouTube channels, support them however you can. Whether it's Vito, Steph, the Alter Nerd, go subscribe to her. Subscribe to Vito. Look up youtube.com/Vito. Just support us the best you can because we're all trying.
You guys are bringing down a big old salary. We're just reporting on this out of the kindness of our hearts and wanted to get the word out.
Correct.
So
and
every little bit helps.
The goal was just do a little bit of a stream tonight just because I didn't get to go yesterday and a lot of people were messaging me, Andy, I want to hear your thoughts on things. So what you guys ask, we deliver. So thanks to everybody who's been tuning in, and I appreciate all you guys. All right, so where do you want to... So I have 2 things left. We can do the friend. Let's do... I keep teasing the friend. Steph also has sent me a lot of stuff. Oh, so there it is. This is the friend.
Okay.
Here we go. So this is not what I wanted, but this is on topic, so thank you.
No, this is Gabby's friend.
This is Gabby's Petito's best friend. Brian Laundrie does not have friends. Rose Davis. This was it. That's the Nancy Grace pocket. Well, where's...
We got to find... Brian must have played, like, Call of Duty with somebody. Come on. Must have done something in his life.
Where is the friend? Come on. God, why is it so hard? I think it was in the Independent. Oh, I'm going to find it because it's actually kind of important. Rose, Gabby. I made a video about it, and then the body was found, so I pushed it away because I didn't want to.
I'm going to make my Brian Laundrie's on a boat video because that's where he is. I know it in my heart to be true.
Hold on, I'm looking for the actual video. I can't. Where's the video of Rose? Steph is what I'm looking for. The video. Sorry guys, hold on. I thought I had it, but I don't. I'm just fine. I'm gonna play this for you.
It's all right, Andy. We're here with you.
Here we go. No, but it's not the video. Jesus.
There's a video of her talking.
All right, there was a video of her talking. There was a video of her talking, but this is her being interviewed to people. So I guess we'll just walk. I actually found video of her, but Rose Davis believes her best friend Gabby Petito's relationship with Brian was a textbook definition of what she describes very toxic. At the time, it just seemed like he was jealous. Honestly, it just seemed like a jealousy problem, which I understood because you look at Brian and then you look at Gabby and you're like, Gabby could have anyone in the entire world. Man, so many people have been saying that. It's like she is so out of his league. Yeah, that's fair.
She was a good-looking gal.
And he's not.
Creeper.
He did have jealousy issues, and that was apparent. I mean, that you could see right through it when after you hang out with them just a few times. Davis spoke to people this week about the life-changing friendship. Her death has been deemed a homicide. Davis tells people she remembers expressing concern to her mother after first meeting Laundrie, telling her at the time, he's a little weird. I said something like, something's a little off about him. I don't know what. It was the first thing I said. My mom said to me when she went missing, she was like, didn't you say he was weird? Davis says that in her opinion, Laundrie is a sociopath who was adept at lying. Petito would often talk to her about the blowout arguments and tense fights she'd had with Laundrie. Davis tells people over the course of their 2-year friendship, Petito often came to her house after arguments with Brian Laundrie.
I don't like this man.
I tried not to judge their relationship, but I just knew something was off, Davis explained. I didn't expect this, obviously. I just thought he was just controlling, and bit by bit, she was almost, the more we were hanging out and the more she was away from the relationship, the more she got comfortable and was getting into her own skin, and then she started working. According to Davis, Petito had been working 50 hours a week at a local Taco Bell prior to the couple's trek, which began in early July. She says Laundrie did not want Petito working after the two had quit their jobs at a nearby Publix. He could keep an eye on her at Publix. He didn't want her to work, and she did, and he was mad about it. And he always tried to get what he wanted, and he did, because he wanted the van life, and he rushed to that so that she wasn't going to be able to work anymore. According to Davis, Laundrie wasn't supportive of Petito's social media aspirations to chronicle their travels and offer road trip hacks. This, she believes, is a sign of domestic abuse. Davis said she recognizes a stressed version of Petito she saw in body camera footage of the couple's interactions. I have seen her like that. It's always the same situation, and she always defends him. But she was getting so much more comfortable with me, and I swear this is why he rushed the van life trip, because he knew that I gave her a safe place. She would come to my house when I wasn't even here and just stay here for hours.
And that's interesting to me, the idea that the van thing was his idea, because what's a better way of isolating someone from her family and friends than packing her in a van and driving her away from civilization?
Correct. I mean, it's a depressing parallel compared to the Britney Spears case, which similar. They if you watch the latest video I posted and watch the Controlling Britney Spears doc, which I highly recommend you all do, it's just crazy how they were removing all of her crew. Like anybody who made her feel safe or comfortable or was open or honest, they pulled her from her sphere to make her more alone and feel worried. A very, very similar feel here, and it's sad. All right, so here.
Media, however, might be a start.
This whole thing is just so heartbreaking.
Rose Davis is Petito's best friend. Speaking with me from her home in Sarasota, Florida, Davis says she witnessed a different side of the couple's relationship when the cameras weren't rolling. Davis says Laundrie was the jealous and manipulative one in the relationship.
a little bit of like the controlling I noticed of getting what he wants, like that's a red flag. That's a toxic trait. He was always charismatic and making Gabby breakfast almost every morning. But, you know, you can see the jealousy side. And, you know, he also wanted what he wanted when he wanted it. And he'd find a way to get it, and not in a, you know, a violent manner, but, you know, if he didn't want Gabby to do something, he'd find a way to make it so she couldn't do it.
Davis met Petito 2 years ago when Petito moved from Blue Point to live in Northport, Florida with Laundrie and his family. The young women connected on Bumble BFF.
The music. This music always shuts a stream down pretty quickly. They were TikTok dancers.
And making trips to their favorite ice cream shop.
She's very easygoing, and she's just this bright light that shines on everyone.
When Davis saw the Utah police body cam video showing her easygoing best friend crying uncontrollably, Davis says she was upset but not surprised.
They have had similar fights.
The couple was pulled over in Moab, Utah on August 12th while they were having an emotional fight.
We've been fighting all morning, and he wouldn't let me in the car before.
It has to take a lot for her to get that hysterical. It does. It has to take a lot for it to come to that because, as I said, very easygoing and loving always.
Petito was reported missing by her family a month later. Laundrie, who police named...
Okay, I think that's it from the last little quote here.
...is missing.
It's all just so crazy and surreal.
Virginia Huey.
There's a couple. I guess she's done a few interviews now, but that friend has now been doing a bunch of things.
News 12.
Which just makes it sadder, just because it's just a lot of the warning signs that were there.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Maximilian, I sent another interview via Daily Mail. I think that's the one I was looking for, so I'll get there in a second, Maximilian. And Ashley Amber just wrote, if this is true, Ashley, I work for a corporate office at a store where Brian's parents bought $300 worth of camping gear August 25th before their camping trip with him, and I've spoken to the FBI. I just DM me, message me. I'll give you the link if you want to share some more of that story. By all means, if you got any information that we can talk about here, send it over. Thank you for that super chat.
Yeah, that could be very helpful.
Mirror also said, please check out Eminem's song Stan. That's about Brian's Spotify. Also, history of Yosemite people, cryptic text messages to Abby's mom. Yeah, we talked about the message last night about her. There's so much there. The thing I'm looking into now that I am starting to get into the conspiracy theory, which I know Steph isn't in. But Vito, did you know about the 2 other deaths that happened nearby? Have you even heard about that?
No, I have not.
I mean, thank you for answering honestly, because it's like no one has. But there were these Moonflower girls that were murdered at a campsite like around the same time, or I guess a week or so before. I'm doing more homework on it, that's why I haven't really wanted to talk about it too in depth. But the cops, everyone sort of ruled it out. But I've seen more people start to unfold that. No one's looking into that case at all. And 2 girls said a creep was there on the campsite before when they were last seen at a restaurant. And so there's all these theories that did Gabby or Brian sort of run into them? Did Brian murder them?
He murdered them and then to hide.
Gabby knew or something and
Gabby
wasn't
as
cool
well.
with it, and right, exactly. Did something go crazy? It's an out there theory. There's no proof of it. However, it's weird. And the other thing that makes it weird is there is talk of a gun. I've been going down that rabbit hole too of the weapon and the fact that apparently they did have a gun. And I wonder if they haven't announced the cause of death, because once they announce the gunshots, which I know a lot of people want me to talk about, once they announce that, all shit's going to hit the fan, because then they're going to be like, well, what's connected to that? You know, it's going to level up, I think, the conspiracy theories, which might not be conspiracies at this point, about those ladies because they were shot. And so I'm trying to get more information. In fact, if you guys have more information on that, to send it on over to popcornplanet@gmail.com. Let's make that be the main for next, because I'm gonna on one of the streams next week. I'm gonna get a little bit more into depth into that case as I've been looking more into it. But the Moonflower murders, what happened there? Could there be a lead? Is there something we're missing? If they were shot, could Gabby have been shot too, guys? We don't know. We don't know. I know John Walsh is saying there was some. I hate to get into that, the details of that, because it just feels disrespectful.
Yeah.
But you would know if there were gunshots, Vito. And
that would be something.
If
I think
there
we would
were,
know.
then I think that makes that a lot more connected. Is then suddenly Brian, could he be a serial killer and has done this more than once? I mean, it takes a dark guy to murder your fiance in all this. So who knows what's really going on behind the scenes of this. So if you guys have more information about that Moonflower case and you're there, let me know. It totally could be a coincidence.
That's horrifying. Horrifying.
Steph and I took it. I didn't take it very seriously. I know Steph doesn't buy it. I know some of you are, but I don't want to. I don't want to guess about it. I just know that's the sort of the initial sort of story of there. But I wonder if there's more to it, and why. Is there anything we can do to figure out what happened to those women? Because it's awful. Those girls got shot by some creepy guy at a campsite in a state that has like no murders, Vito. And then suddenly Gabby's gone too. I want to see if there's any other parallels there that could bring this more together than we think. Especially since there's a book he's been reading that matched a lot of the sort of these actions. It's very coincidental. Very coincidental. There's some connections there that make this a little bit more than just a weird conspiracy theory, because I get a lot of conspiracy theories sent in my emails, and some of them I'm just like, no, I'm not even, like the sonogram photos on the log next to the van. No, they would have blown off the log, guys. Come on, use a little bit of rational brain thought. But this one, there's too much piling up, I wonder, and the fact they haven't announced cause of death. Did she have gunshot wounds? So is that what they've been searching for? The gun? A lot more stuff that we need to figure out that I think will come in time. But I'm gonna look at it. So if you have more thoughts on that case, please let me know. And in fact, I may actually also use this as a good cut point as we still talk. I'm gonna hang for a little bit more, but to keep this video briefer, I always try and do that. I may have found a cut point earlier, but just in case, if you haven't already, please hit subscribe. Always helps a lot. Double check if you are. Smash that like button. If you like this coverage and you like me, Steph, Vito, my friends, hit the subscribe. If you don't, then don't, because it doesn't help. Leave a comment as well. And if you really want to support, and if you want to watch the full replays of these 5-hour streams, you can hit join. It's a perk I've always had. This isn't something I'm just doing to monetize here. I do this because YouTube tells you to do this. If you make shorter videos, they're more found, and I try to put the important stuff in the beginning, and then the second half becomes more call-ins and more speculation and more of us talking. So if you want to get more of those extended episodes, or you get more of the unedited stuff and all of our theories, you can become a member and catch the members-only feeds where you do see all of our streams. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe, all that stuff. I may be clipping it right here. And if you're watching live, don't go anywhere.